Welcome to Rocksolid Productions, where in this video we are going to unbox the just released Nintendo Switch Lite. Stay tuned. Welcome to Rocksolid Productions. My name is Gary, your host here on the channel, and before we get started, if this is your first time to the channel, I just want to take a second, say thanks for stopping by and checking out what we have going on here with Rocksolid Productions. If you like what you see here, I invite you to check out some of the other videos that we have on the channel, many of which feature tips and tricks, accessory reviews, and a whole lot more for the original Nintendo Switch that should be applicable to the Switch Lite. And if you really like what you see, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, that way each and every time we do come out with new content, you are kept the most up to date. So today is release day. Well, not quite, they actually released it a little bit early for us here, but it is the day that the Nintendo Switch Lite is officially out in the wild. Now, one of our first videos we ever posted was our unboxing of our original Switch, playing behind me right now. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this out of the box, we're gonna see how it comes out of the box, we're gonna go through some basic setup features and whatnot to get everything up and running with the Switch Lite. And what we're also going to do in this video, see this guy here? This is the Hyperkin S64 Switch dock. I'm gonna check and see if it works because Nintendo says this is a handheld only console. I wonder if that means just it won't work with their dock or if it's not going to work with any dock. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit the bench and check it out. Let's go. So here we have the box of the Switch Lite. It's very clean. It's also very small. You can see my hand here. It's not much bigger than my hand as far as height-wise. So on the front, just have the picture of the unit itself. On the side, more of the same. On the back, it's the back. And on the side, it's the side. Underneath, you have a little bit of information. Games that support handheld mode can be played on the Nintendo Switch Lite. Does not support TV mode, HD Rumble, or motion IR camera functionality. For details, visit Nintendo.com. Let's see, it includes the Nintendo Switch. It includes the Nintendo Switch Lite system console, Switch Lite, Nintendo AC adapter, and that's it. Not a whole lot in the box is what it's telling me right now. So let us open this up. So getting started here, plug it in, set it up. So that's what it looks like inside the box, just like so. So there's the system itself. In the bottom of the box, we've got some documentation and the AC adapter. And there's a few things on the adapter I want to look at too. The Nintendo Switch system has been designed for ease of use. To get started, follow the instructions, blah, 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 blah. Okay, no big deal there. It's basically just warning you that there may be system updates and everything. Seizure warnings. There's really, there's nothing really here to let you know about. This is, well, this is worthless. Here we have the only other thing that came in the box with the system, and that's the power supply. I'm curious to see what the current output is. So here you can see 15 volts, 2.6 amps. So it's the same power output as the original Switch power supply, and that's a good thing. I love that. It means that I can use the same AC adapter between both of my Switch consoles without any issue. Just want to give you a different look here at what we are working with. Sorry if we get a little bit of a glare like that on the screen. But I did want to give you a good look at the system itself. We are going to remove it from the plastic wrap. So a few things to notice right off is the fact that you don't have the up, down, left, right buttons on this side. You have a regular D-pad, which is very nice. I'm not sure on the color here with the white on the blue. I can see these getting really stinking dirty. Up top here you have your power button, your volume rocker, your headphone jack, and your slot for your game card. Nothing on that side. On the bottom you have your USB-C input, and that's where the micro USB or the micro SD card goes if you get one. Looks like we have bottom firing speakers there. vents on the back for this to go ahead and vent the heat that it will likely have. Now, one thing I did do was recently both Amazon and Best Buy had 256 gig micro SD cards on sale for 33 bucks. So I did pick one of these up specifically to use with the Switch Lite. And we're just gonna free this bad boy here real quick. Yes, I know that's like the second or third time I've said bad boy. I apologize. I'm tired. All right, so we'll put that in a few minutes. Now, one thing I noticed, there's no kickstand on the back. So if you want to use this in tabletop mode at all, you need an external sort of kickstand, or you could use an old dock or something along those lines. So that's interesting. We haven't charged it up, but we're going to power it up. Trying to keep the reflection off the screen as much as possible. So here we have an okay look at the screen. Again, I apologize. There's no way to capture, at least that I know of right now, but here you can see we're going to select English and the Americas. And I've already read the user agreement. Not really, but searching for Wi-Fi, which I'm going to take off of here. See if there is an initial, nope, it didn't at least initially tell me that there is a software update, and looking for Chicago. There we go. Oh. Back. Do I still have the console with you I want to import? Yes! Keep using previous? Yes! Link my Nintendo account? Yes! A system update is now required. So that's one of the things I was kind of curious to see if there was going to be a system update. There is. And we'll just use Princess Peach. This is actually going to be Ginger's console, so and here it's prompting you to sign up for Nintendo Online. We will skip that. Skip parental configuration. Setup is complete. Internet users, Amiibo themes notification. System update. Update. That was a pretty quick and painless update. So now that we've restarted, one of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to actually go in here to, I want to change this to dark mode. There we go. For me, I prefer this. Even on my other Switch I have that on there. And I'm going to show you in a separate video how to go ahead and share your user data between two different Switches. So that's the basic setup and configuration of the Switch Lite. A couple other minor things we're going to do here before we wrap up is we're going to install the micro SD card, which will go right in the bottom right here. There we go. System update is required to use the micro SD memory card. I thought I just did a system update. All right, so we'll let that update go through and let the system restart. I do want to compare this size-wise to the original Switch and one other system. So first and foremost, here is our original Switch that we have featured more than a few times here on the channel. And here is the Switch Lite. So as you can see, the Switch Lite is maybe 70% the size here of the original Switch. The display is almost the same size on the original Switch as the Switch Lite, although this has huge bezels, which I kind of wish they would have updated on this. Still has decent sized bezels on the Switch Lite. Up next, this system essentially replaces the 3DS. And I just happen to have my 3DS XL right here. And what I'm gonna do too, kind of compare it to, height-wise, basically the height of the Switch Lite is almost the height of the bottom half of a 3DS XL. Let's see here how it is. I would say it's shorter than the top screen on a 3DS XL. There you can see the width, although the screens are roughly the same size as the top screen. There's not a whole lot of difference there real estate-wise between the top screen on the 3DS XL and the Switch Lite, which is interesting to see. The last little bit of housekeeping we're going to do here is we are going to check and see how the Switch Lite, first of all, even fits into a dock, if that's even possible. So I have the Insignia one here, and then this is the Hyperkin S64. We're just going to check and see if it even fits, how the connectors feel, and so on. So first of all, here is the Insignia dock. It sits in it. It's kind of a loose fit, but it does sit in it. Now let's try the S64. It drops right in there. Also, still feels a little bit loose. I'll bet you worst case you can use this as a charging dock and stand while you want to play, but let's see if it actually works as a dock. So here we have kind of a moment of truth. I have the S64 connected to my capture card and everything. We're going to just see if we get anything. Nothing. It doesn't even indicate that it's charging on here. All right, that's an initial bummer. Let's try the Insignia dock, because that actually felt like it was a little bit, I don't want to say it was a better connection, it was just more locked in. Same thing, we've got the charging ports and everything connected, the HDMI. Will it at least charge? Does not even charge. So that is something for you to be aware of. So we've gone and hooked up our regular Switch again. It's kind of a bummer that this doesn't even charge through any of the docks that we had here. I think that's kind of a miss on Nintendo's part. Now, we are working on more content on this. If you have things that you want to learn about the Switch Lite, things that you want to know how to do me a favor, go ahead, leave a comment down below in the comments section, or as always, you can email me at rocksolidmail@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter at rocksolidstudios, Facebook at facebook.com/rocksolidproductions, or Instagram at instagram.com/rocksolidproductionsgk. Now, I do want to take a second and thank our supporters over on patreon.com/rocksolid. For as little as $1 a month, $12 a year, you can help support the future of Rock Solid Productions so we can do cool things like pick up a Switch Lite on launch day and do an unboxing such as this. Thank you guys, I do appreciate it. For, again, like I mentioned, $1 a month, $12 a year goes a long way. You can also support the channel by heading on over to our Teespring store on screen right now. We have t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies, all featuring the Rock Solid Productions logo, and everything that we raise goes right back into the channel to help us do cool things like pick up a Switch Lite on launch day. And like I mentioned at the top of this video, if you like what you see here, if you want to see more, if you want to be kept up to date when we do post new tutorials, tips and tricks, reviews and how-tos on the Switch Lite and more, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. That way each and every time we do upload new content, you are kept the most up to date. Now, this is our first video on the Switch Lite. It's not our last, and we will be starting a Switch Lite playlist. Easy for me to say, it's after midnight. I'm tired. After 2 days of being up super late between the Genesis Mini and now the Switch Lite, I am pretty pooped. But I am now heading down to edit this video so you can all check it out. My name is Gary. This has been Rock Solid Productions and our unboxing of the Nintendo Switch Lite. I appreciate you watching. I hope to see you soon.